Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing The Sims 4 but every room is a different colour. So I've decided to go with quite a basic build for this one because the challenge is really in the colours rather than in the building aspect. So I went with 3 bedrooms, a bathroom, kitchen, living room, dining room and then a study and obviously the outside as well. So it's 10 rooms in total if you include the hallway as well. So yeah, let's get into it. So you won't actually be able to see me picking the colours because I used a random colour wheel on my phone. So it will be off camera, but as the colours come along, I will tell you what colour it is. So the first colour was the colour blue, and that was the outside of the house. So I went with quite a basic blue. With bricks on the underneath and then panelling on the top. So it was quite a good start. Quite a calm colour, as you'll see later on. It doesn't stay that way. But yeah, it was just a really good way to start off the video with a nice blue suburban house. Which is so stereotypical, but what you're going to do? So this challenge was difficult. It was definitely difficult to try and make this house look as good as possible, but I tried my hardest and it turned out okay in the end, I think. But I had to use a few little cheats because the trees outside technically are purple, but I think they can pass off as blue because they've got a bit of a blue tint. It's kind of a purpley blue. But it wasn't filed under blue in the build by mode, but I couldn't have a house with no trees, it just looks so bare and weird. But anyway, so the windows I just couldn't, literally just couldn't. I decided to go with, in the end, quite a basic, just wide rimmed window, because nothing else seemed to fit there at all. And it just looked really, really awkward and just wasn't working. I used the fencing from Cats and Dogs. What I didn't realise is there wasn't a matching gate, except for the massive barn one. So I had to use that one in the end because every other gate just looked strange there. The landscaping I did was quite simple, just a few bushes here and there with like rocks around it, and then I just put like big bushes on, like surrounding the whole house, just to give it a bit more character, make it look a bit better. And I think it turned out alright. But yeah, like I said, the trees just weren't the right colour at all. But something I didn't realise was there was blue rocks in the game. I literally never knew that. But then again, when you're building, you normally just go for the grey rocks, don't you? Either grey or the orange ones if you're in Oasis Springs or like Strangerville. But yeah, quite a simplistic outside of the house, but effective, I think. But anyway, I do want to be doing more builds like this in the future, like every room is a different blank, or like challenges in general. So comment down below to tell me what you want to see, like what challenges you want me to do and stuff, because I was thinking of doing the style challenge, like every room is a different style, like the pre-made game styles, like the basic, modern, all that stuff, because I think that'd be a fun challenge to do on the channel, but also quite simple as well, quite effective, I guess. But yeah, so we're moving into the inside of the house now, and I wasn't going to bother with lights, like different coloured lights and stuff, so I just did the simple one. But as you can see, the next room is yellow. Again, a lovely calm colour. It doesn't stay that way, but I decided to go with quite a pastel yellow because I thought it was cute, and I was also really, really happy because we got to use the sectionals in this room. Which I was really hoping for because they look so good in this game. Also, I worried about a TV because I thought you can only get like black and grey or white, but that was classed as yellow because it's got one yellow door on it. So I wasn't going to take any chances, I just went with that one. I think this is my most detailed room in the whole build. But yeah, there's a lot of yellow items in the gallery, in Build Buy mode, which really surprised me, to be honest, because I don't know, I just didn't feel like there were that many yellow stuff. I never really use yellow in my builds, it's always blue and green and black and white. But yeah, it was really cute. Something that really annoyed me though, with the new with the new coffee tables, you can't put stuff in the centre because obviously it's sectional. So you try and put something in the centre and it just snaps away. I don't know if there's a fix for this, but if you do know, then let me know. But I couldn't work it out, so I just kind of left the table bare. But if you get this house, which I highly doubt you will, but if you do, then yeah, like maybe you can add your own stuff, change a few things. I wouldn't leave it as it was, which is a nice segue into the next room, which was bright red. So we went from all this lovely pastel colours to bright burning red. So I just thought, you know, I may as well just go all out and just go with the brightest reds there are. It was so dark in there that I had to use 2 lights for a very thin room. But yeah, this is the dining room, obviously. I don't know if it's functional because I don't know if you can get in the door, but I kind of did the best I can. And if you can't get in the door, then you could go out into the corridor and then go back in. But yeah, I'm not sure. There isn't much red wall decals, which is really strange. I thought there'd be more red than yellow, just because red's a very popular colour. But I don't know, there just wasn't much that could go in a dining room. But yeah, I decided to take the theme and just run with it because, yeah, it's quite a dark room, so I decided to like block out the windows and stuff, and yeah. So yeah, that's that room. Next room is the kitchen, which was pink. So again, going back into the pastels, but I really didn't want pink for this room. I wanted it for like a bedroom, but you got to take what you get, I guess. But yeah, I didn't think out the layout of this room properly. Yeah, it doesn't look good. It really doesn't look good. There's just counters just sparingly everywhere. Doesn't quite make sense, but oh well. I remembered a bin. I did remember a bin. And I remembered a sink, which are always like the 2 things that I forget in every single build. But yeah. Also, again, there wasn't much decorations that I could put in the kitchen, and there wasn't even curtains that had like snapped properly, which was really annoying. So I had to use the ones from Parenthood, like the half curtains. But yeah. So the next room was the colour grey, and I made this into the office, which was a massive sigh of relief because we had computers. We could get a computer in there, which was great. But yeah, this room came out looking really, really nice. I really love the colour grey. It's a beautiful colour. But yeah, I used a lot of stuff from the Dream Home Decorator pack in this room, which was just insane. I don't know why I used so much from the Dream Home Decorator pack, but I thought it looked quite cute when it was done. I put a few plants in there because every room has to have a plant. It's compulsory in The Sims. I'm joking, of course, but that's how it feels sometimes when you're building. And yeah, most of the decor items in this don't make complete sense, but at the same time, you could have a really weird family who just likes putting random things in random rooms. But anyway, the next room was the colour green, and at this point I thought it's a slightly bigger room, So I may as well make it into like a teenager room. Biggest mistake of my life, because the next room you'll see why. But yeah, it was quite a cute room when it was finished. I decided to make it quite preppy in a way, like kind of like a jock would sleep there. I don't know, but yeah, I tried to make it as good as possible, but there was a little bump out next to the door where I put the wardrobe and like a dresser, but they wouldn't quite fit. It kept cutting through the wall onto the other side, and it looked weird. So in the end, what I did was pulled the wardrobe forward, so it just like one piece. I don't know if it's functional, but at the same time, you don't really need your dresser for much, so that was my kind of reasoning behind it. I gave them a kind of like poster wall, the pin-up girl, because it's a teenager, and yeah, just a load of just things. I've got a thing at the moment with putting like shoes and boxes underneath the dresses just to fill that empty gap, because it looks so much better. It looks so much like neater. But anyway, this was where the mistake happened. I got the colour black for a child's bedroom, and I should have saved that colour for the teenager's room, but you know, it's the wheel. It's bound to mess you up sometimes, but it still worked. The black colour still works for a children's room. I decided to make it into like kind of a rebellious child's room, like the kind that go, oh, it's just a phase, mum, you don't understand, that kind of child. But except they're like 2. But yeah, it turned out pretty well, I think. It definitely gave off rebellious vibes though, definitely. But there was nothing I could do with that. I'm obsessed at the moment with making like poster walls, like walls that are just full of posters, because I think that's realistic. I had a lot of posters in my room when I was younger. I remember having like a One Direction poster in like 2012, but yeah, I think it looks super cute in this room. Also, it's times like this I'm glad I've got the vampire pack, because that basically built that room. Okay, so last bedroom, it's the parents' bedroom, and I got the colour orange. I decided to go with quite a dusty orange kind of feel to it. Like, I feel like that's more natural than just having a bright orange room. However, it's orange, so it was still pretty bright in there. But it's quite a basic room, you know, just basically every single parent's room in every single build ever is like this. I decided to give them separate dressers because I felt that were more realistic. I didn't know how to fill the area, so I just got them plants from Seasons and just put them everywhere. But yeah, I thought it was quite a cute room when it was finished. Clutter items wise, again, they don't really make sense to the room, but I don't know, it's about preference, isn't it, really, I guess. You don't know what they prefer. They might like the room. But anyway, next room, bathroom, was the colour light brown. Because I don't know if you know this, but on the like colours that you can pick from, there's like an option to have light brown and dark brown. So I put both of them on the wheel and I got light brown. So it's quite a basic room again, just a bathroom. I was really annoyed because I couldn't fit the bathrobes anywhere without it looking weird. And I put bathrobes in every single bathroom that I do, just because it feels more homely and stuff. But I don't know, maybe it's just preference. But yeah, again, quite a simplistic bathroom. Light brown were quite an easy colour to do, so that was good. And I thought I'd gotten away with everything. I thought, it's quite a nice house this, it looks pretty normal. Then we get to the hallway, which is bright purple. And that just put a complete spanner in the works because, oh my god, it's so bright in there. But again, it's a hallway. Not really much I could do, so it's quite simplistic again. Anyway, we are coming to the end of my video now, so I just want to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you all have a good day, and goodbye.